friends, welcome back to Everdawn, episode 3. Okay, it's finally time. No more sleeping under the stars next to my chest. Today we're actually building a house. I've been putting it off for a while. We had to build farms, villagers to wrangle, and I really just needed to get resources sorted first, so I felt more comfortable. And now we've got enough automation going that I can actually slow down and build something that's just for me. And this is supposed to be a simple little starter house. Just a roof over my head and a place to drop some storage. But I started planning it out and now it's turning into something a little extra. It's not a mansion per se, at least not yet, but we'll get there. This is the start of it. We'll be adding on and expanding it and turning it into something that's going to grow with the world. I plan on upgrading it later. I've got extra rooms I want to add onto the sides, but today we're just building the foundation, something solid, something cozy, and something that's finally not just a bed in the dirt. And as always, thank you for being here. Seriously. Whether you've been watching since episode 1 or you just clicked into this one on a whim, I'm really glad you're here. You could be watching literally anything else right now, so the fact that you're choosing to spend part of the day here with me, that really means a lot. I hope you stick around as Everdawn keeps growing. We've got a lot of big plans ahead. This mansion, the city, maybe a few surprises I haven't figured out yet, and honestly, just more fun doing it with people here. Cool. Well, hold on. Let me just fill up this hole real quick. Typical creepers showing up uninvited and blowing a hole right in the middle of your heartfelt moment. Love that. Alright, we're patched up for now. Anyways. So, whether you're here every episode or just dipping in from time to time, I'm happy you're part of this. Now, go grab a snack, settle in, and let's build this house together one block at a time. Welcome back. Okay, so that took way longer than I thought it would. I really thought we were going to be flying through this build, but foundation stuff always eats up time, and now it's finally down. I realized something. I don't have any sandstone, like at all. And I had this whole plan in my head for how the build was going to come together, and it included sandstone. And did I gather any beforehand? No, of course not. I wasn't prepared. So we're going on a little adventure. I'm headed out to the desert to grab what we need, and I figured this was a good time to just talk. You and me. Catch up a bit. So some stuff is happening on the realm, and we've got a few add-ons coming soon in the next episode, which I'm actually kind of excited about. We're keeping it light, nothing game-breaking, but we'll be adding things like armor stands that you can pose, functional decor, you know, the stuff that comes in the add-on actions and stuff. We love actions and stuff. As soon as we saw it, we were obsessed. So yeah, we're also adding functional trains. Yeah, I know, trains. They're a bit silly, but also kind of perfect. We like to be connected, you know? Especially since we're literally building the train station the next episode. I am super excited to build this train station. I've got it all planned out. I'm even working on getting the materials, unlike this time. So the timing is really perfect. I've always wanted to build a train station, but to have actual trains in the game instead of just the minecarts, I'm so excited. So more updates on the realm. Over at Spawn, one of our players has already built themselves a villager trading hall. It's functional, they're kind of cute, and I'm probably going to be using it more once we get everything more set up. They're librarians right now. I love villagers for farming though, but basic trading, yeah, I probably need a proper trading hall also. Anyways, another player is also working on a pyramid, which is super cool. He plans on making this giant pyramid. Like actual big desert pyramid energy, not just 3 layers of stairs and call it a day kind of thing. So this realm is filling out super fast, and it's fun seeing everyone's build in their own style. Comment down below if you want me to go sneak over there and check out their builds, and we'll talk about it together. So I picked up this camel because I'm planning to surprise Tyler with it, or as you might know him, Boring Person 3066 on YouTube. He's the one building that awesome trading hall at Spawn and living in the mountain like a proper fantasy dwarf, even though he keeps trying to convince us that he's boring. Spoiler, he's not. He's not even close to boring. Anyways, he's been saying he wants a camel, but he hasn't made it out to the desert yet, so I figured I'd bring the desert to him. So next episode, I'm thinking we might surprise him with it. Maybe we wrap it up like a giant present with a big box and a bow and leave it outside his mountain base. It's the least I can do after all the work he's put into Spawn. Also, quick note. Since I'm recording this right after episode 2, we're not adding to Iron Mountain today. I know, so sad. I haven't checked the updated sub count yet, but I'm really looking forward to placing more blocks next time. Imagine if that mountain just kept growing until it completely engulfed the valley. Like, goodbye trees, goodbye sheep, just a giant chunk of iron where the landscape used to be. We'd have so much AFKing to do at the farm. Honestly, we'd probably have to rethink the entire location of Subscriber Mountain if that ever happened. If you're enjoying this weird little journey, give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? There's a camel, there's a foundation. You're already in too deep. So I've been thinking a lot about how different everyone's builds are on this realm. There's a player building that pyramid, like full desert royalty vibes. Then someone else is over there making a cozy little cottage with farms and stuff, and I'm here somewhere in between building what's supposed to be my starter house, and now it's turning into a future mansion. Did I bite off too much? They're so impressive. I have to be impressive too. So this train and my house better be amazing. And it's kind of cool though. Even though we're all building in the same world, it feels like we're creating a bunch of little stories next to each other, and everyone's doing their own thing, but it all kind of like overlaps because we're trading stuff, sharing resources, and like visiting each other. It's a kind of realm that actually feels alive, you know? And you being here watching this part of the process, even the slower bits, that's part of it too. Like, yeah, this is just me mining blocks in the desert right now, but these moments build up to something bigger, and eventually we'll look back at this house once it's finished, once the city's around it, and remember it started here, in the desert, with a bunch of sandstone and shovels, and a lot of just us hanging out and talking. Also, no one warned the desert. I might need a second trip out here, depending on how much of the house I actually finish today. This biome didn't know it signed up to be a quarry. So right now I'm putting up some interior walls, nothing fancy, just trying to break up the space and make it feel less like an empty box. I've got a staircase going in, maybe a couple little rooms sectioned off, something functional. I don't know. I'm trying. This house has been fighting me the whole time. I'm still trying to convince myself I can make it work. I like the palette. I love the blocks I picked. But nothing about this shape wants to cooperate. The roof, the back of the house, don't even get me started. Every time I think I've fixed one thing, another part suddenly looks wrong. Like, I move one stair and suddenly the roof line looks like it's melting. And now I'm in here doing interior like it's gonna fix anything. I know this is supposed to be my starter house, but honestly, I'm starting to feel like it's a stress test. And I think I've placed and broken the same block like 10 times in a row now, which, feels about right. I should really plan these things out better, and part of me enjoys winging it, even when the results are questionable. It's kind of like improv, but with spruce and sandstone. Also, if you build interiors first, I have questions, like how? How do you know what you're gonna do before the outside makes sense? Teach me your ways, because I am absolutely not built like that. Anyways, despite everything, don't even hate what I'm doing in here. Like the inside, I can work with that. It's coming together. It's the rest of it. The actual shape, the shell of it, the big, ugly mess wrapped around something decent. I don't even know what this is anymore. Every time I look at it, every time I think maybe it will all make sense if I just exploded. This is fine. This is totally fine. Sometimes you just need to stand in your own house, hold some TNT, and make peace with your decision. Thanks for watching.